If you have quite a negative mindset when it comes to things that will progress you towards your goals, chances are that you have negative people in your life. Before we start, my name is Himanshu. I help young men transform their lives through self improvement. You're clearly interested in that, so scroll down below, hit the subscribe and the post notification bell, and you'll never miss any of my uploads again. Negative people implant a negative dialogue within you that is not your own, but you think it's your own because it's obviously coming from your mind. The thing is, you're the result of the average five people you hang out with. I think that's what the quote is, and that's true. You hang out with your so called friends who are always negative towards everything, and you turn into a negative person as well. They literally drain your energy, and you always get put down in conversation when you guys hang out together. When you get put down so often, you start to get these limiting beliefs in your head, and you think that you're not good enough to achieve anything in life. The excuse I hear most people say to keep those negative people in their lives is that, oh bro, it's just banter. Just shut up, bro. It's clearly not banter if someone's being put down for the enjoyment of others. I think you know that as well. Most negative people turn out to be losers in their lifetime, and just think to yourself if you want the same thing as them. Just because you guys grew up together doesn't mean shit. If anyone doesn't encourage you towards your goals and aspirations, they must be cut off from your life. You must always keep a positive self image. The moment you let in negative people into your life, your self image will turn into a negative one as well. And what's going to happen if you have a negative self image? That's right, your self confidence decreases dramatically as well. This happened to me when I was in high school. I was hanging out with the same friend group even though I was being made fun of. Now, that's pretty standard for you to get made fun of in high school, but you always have the option of cutting those people off. But of course, in high school, you're gonna think, oh my god, I don't have any other friends, I'm gonna be a loner. Who cares, bro? Let people think what they wanna think. At least you're not gonna have all that negativity around you. Even though I wasn't made fun of nearly as much as some of my other friends, it definitely had a negative effect on my self confidence. They were mainly making fun of my hair and shit, which was so stupid, but when I was younger, it definitely got to me. If the same thing happened to me today, I would have just brushed it off as if it was nothing, because you must have negative brain cells to make fun of someone's appearance, even though it does happen amongst adults as well. I do see fully grown adults making fun of each other's appearances. They might not do it face to face, but they definitely do it behind each other's backs. It's not worth your mental energy to pay attention to these negative people in your life, so it's best to cut them off. Now, don't be cutting off everyone that's ever been negative towards you. Sometimes it's in your best interest that they're being negative towards you, like if they're giving you constructive criticism or if they're giving you advice. But you know it's a bad kind of negative if you're being put down for no reason, and that's happening constantly. That's when you must cut them off. I shouldn't even be telling you this because it's literally common sense, but I'm here to explain even the most obvious things. And that's true for family as well. Don't think just because they're family, they get a free pass to be negative toward you. If they don't align with your goals and aspirations, cut them off temporarily, because at the end of the day, your family wants what's best for you. They, however, won't support all your goals because they think that you will end up failing, and they don't always see your vision as well. In this case, you can cut them off temporarily by moving out or something like that, and move back in once you accomplish your goals and aspirations, which they will actually be grateful for. But then there are toxic families as well who are genuinely negative towards you. In this case, you must move out and never look back again. If you have a toxic family, man, I really feel sorry for you because you must have been through so much shit. Because your self confidence would have decreased so much, and you would have been put down at every opportunity where you could have bettered yourself. But you'll be resilient to any other negative thing that will happen in your life moving forward, because you've been through the worst already. Moving forward, you'll literally feel like anything that would be weighing you down as an insignificant thing compared to what you've been through. When I left high school, I was lucky enough that the friend group that I started hanging out with after I left school was quite positive. Remember when I said I was being made fun of in that friend group? Well, that was the other people in that friend group. We kind of branched away and made small circles of that friend group, and I was lucky enough to end up with the circle with the most positive people instead of the negative toxic ones. I probably hung out with the toxic ones maybe a couple of times after high school ended, and after that I only started hanging out with my positive friends. So you could possibly say that I cut off those negative people at quite such a young age. But the thing is, I would have still hung out with them if high school didn't end. When you're young, it's all about fitting in, and that's where I went wrong, and that's where most other young men go wrong as well. You do what other people do, and you dress what other people dress like, and you don't care if you get made fun of as long as you fit in. Well, I'm here to tell you that your life would be a lot better without those negative people in your life. It's time to stop trying to fit in and enable that positive dialogue within you, which knows no boundaries, and achieve your goals no matter what people think. I know it's hard to do when you're young. All you want to do is get people to like you, But the facts are that not many people will like what you do anyway, so only a handful will do. So make sure you give it your all in whatever you're trying to do, because who gives a fuck at the end of the day? At the end of the day, only you will regret not doing the thing because you thought of what other people might think. Fuck those people, bro. If someone doesn't bring your energy and mood up as soon as you meet them, instantly reject them. Only you would regret not working out and getting your 10 out of 10 dream body. Who cares if you get made fun of for working out? You're the bigger man because you're actually trying to make a positive impact in your life, whereas they're just indulging in instant gratification activities. Trust me when I say those same people will come to you for help when you get big and muscular. It'll be either that, or if they haven't changed, they'll accuse you of using steroids. It's 2022 though, and I don't believe many young men will make fun of you for working out. But for the ones that do, I feel really bad for them because they're about to be shocked when they leave the virtual world and come into the real world and notice how much of a difference there is if you work out versus if you don't. Negative people always think that they're joking around or just having some banter, when in reality they're just being negative. Some of them are really good at playing it off like it's not such a big deal, but in reality they're hurting the other person's feelings. I know as men we shouldn't give in to our feelings and emotions and we should be as tough as a rock, but that's actually not good for our mental health. We must, as men, learn to be emotionally intelligent, but also feel emotions as they come by. That's the definition of a healthy male. If you're not emotionally intelligent, we will sweep the problems under the rug until it becomes too much to bear. What happens then? We're more likely to harm ourselves because we think we're the problem. Ever wonder why male suicide rates are higher than females? Well, this is partly the reason why. This all goes to show how much of a negative impact that negative people can have on us as young men. For older men, it might be a different story, but for us young men, we truly don't know our identity yet, so we get short sighted quite often. By that I mean that we believe in anything that we hear, sort of thing. Not in a literal sense, but you get what I'm trying to say. It's a tendency that most young men have, and what happens when we have negative people around us all the time? Those negative things become the things that we tell our own selves. Isn't that crazy how our internal dialogue can change so quickly? And it saps your energy, bro. All that mental energy drain where you could have used it instead to start your own business. So I'm gonna end this video with that saying again. You're the result of the average 5 people you hang out with. The thing is, to be positive minded, you don't even need to be hanging out with positive minded people in real life. You can watch self-improvement YouTube videos like this and have a strong mindset going into literally anything. So take this as your sign to cut off all negative people from your life for your own good and never look back.